of November, we haven't seen a high temperature below 80. Okay, that's not right. For November, we're ready for that fall-like weather. Well, it's on the way, just not today. Today we'll see some warm temperatures still. Looks nice here at the airport. It's already 71. We've had record-breaking lows, if you're following, right? The past week where our low temperatures have been breaking record lows. So this is what we're seeing as far as visibilities across the area. A lot of moisture in the air just kind of sinks overnight when the air cools down a bit. McClenny, less than a mile of visibility. Gainesville, less than 2. So we're seeing right around the river. So water areas will definitely see a little more of that foggy, hazy, and then we'll start to see it burn off probably by 9:30. So just keep that in mind. Morningstar Marina is looking good here. The wind's a little whipping. They'll be that way at the beach throughout the day from the east-northeast. This is at 9 right now, 77 degrees. So again, another warm morning at the beach as well. Low tide coming up at 7:30 for the beaches, and then low tide at 9:15 for the river. Today, we will see the rip current risk start to increase, and there's a big surfing contest. So just hang out on the beach and watch the surfing contest, because the high risk of rip currents is throughout every one of our coastal region beaches today through tomorrow, meaning water is dangerous if you need to get in and swim. All right, tea time forecast. If you want to go out and play golf, it's a pretty good day for it. Could be a little breezy, might see a little shower here or there, but temperatures will move into the low 80s. All right, fair is in town too. Gates open at noon. Pack a poncho just in case you see a stray shower or two throughout the day, and mostly cloudy skies by the afternoon. I'll have a Veterans Day forecast for you and much more in just a little bit. Look outside. You know, the sun is rising much earlier this time of year too, which is really kind of nice, although we don't like it on the other end of the day when it gets dark really early. But here's a look from our 501 Riverside camera, and you can start to see some light kind of popping in through the clouds in here. But otherwise, it's pretty nice out there. As we take a look at the cloud and radar, there could be a stray shower moving on shore through here just a little bit, and some cloud coverage. That'll be around throughout the day. We'll start to see some of those shower activities throughout the day, and we'll start to see some clouds as well. So temperatures right now on the warm side. Honestly, this time of year, our low should be in the low 50s. Okay, so we're in the 60s right now. So it is definitely on the warm side as our mornings are concerned. And our afternoons, well, we're not going to be as warm as we have been over the past few days. We're going to have a nice blanket of clouds today, which is going to kind of keep the heat from rising too much. But 81 in Folkston today is the high. 83 in Fargo is what we're looking like in southeast Georgia. You folks have seen some rain. You'll see a little bit more today, not as much though. And then along the beaches, winds, we'll have some heavy winds at the beaches today, but temperatures will stay right at that 80-degree mark, as well as at the airport. Officially, we're looking for 81 today. And areas to the west will be a little bit on the warmer side. 84 in Gainesville, 83 in Lake Butler today as far as your highs are concerned. Now, futurecast looks like this. At 10 o'clock, like I said, some stray shower activities moving in offshore, and then just kind of little showers throughout the day. So we have these little like sprinkling of scattered showers. So pack a poncho, bring an umbrella just in case if you are going to be outdoors. There's a ton going on today. We have the fair in town. We have the surfing contest. We have bunches of walks and runs and everything for Veterans Day and farmers markets. So just plan accordingly when you're heading out. So as we go into the evening, the rain will stay mostly in the southeast Georgia range. And then this is like a frontal system that's going to be moving in overnight and into the morning, just bringing in kind of this long layer of rain at 7:15. So it could be a wet morning for some folks. And then we'll see again, repeat tomorrow like what we're seeing today. And I know there's a football game tomorrow, so we'll be keeping an eye on that for you too. All right, here's Tropical Storm Rafael. Thankfully, this storm is just going to start sinking to the south as a low pressure system, and this one behind it, just a 10% chance of any formation over the next 7 days. So speaking of the Jags, looking at 79 to 80 degrees right at kickoff, and it could be, though, a little bit on the rainy side, so make sure you plan accordingly for that. And then Veterans Day parade is Monday. The parade begins at 11:01, and for you folks going, it's going to be another warm but yet drier day on Monday. So here's a look at the next 7 days, and we still have those 80-degree temperatures in the afternoon until about Wednesday. Thankfully, when that cold front drops in and brings us some normal fall-like November temperatures by the end of the week. So here's a look at a beautiful sunrise in Jacksonville Beach at 6:32 a.m. on a Saturday. The camera's a little fuzzy, it's not your eyes, but look at this gorgeous beauty coming through. If you saw the sunrise sunrise yesterday morning at the beach. It was beautiful too. The clouds were a little more like a blanket. This is just gorgeous right through here, and you can definitely see people taking in the beauty that is a sunrise that is officially happening in about 6 to 7 minutes. All right, visibilities though across some of our inland areas are on the low side, so use extra caution if you're heading out. Make sure you keep your lights on your low beams if you have to head out and you encounter areas of fog. So along I-10 we're seeing it, and west of I-95, and areas near the water, especially standing water, could be a little foggy. So here's the Julington Creek Marina view, and it's nice through here as well. NAS Jack's reporting 72 degrees right now with 100% humidity. So yeah, the humidity is out there. You're feeling it. It's thick. That moisture that's in the air will start to dry out over the next day or so, although it is feeling a little bit on the cool side with a little bit of a breeze. All right, rip current risk today. We can't tell you this enough. If you are not a strong swimmer, even strong swimmers can get swept away by a rip current. It's best to just enjoy the water from the sand today all the way through Southeast Georgia and our Northeast Florida beaches. Okay, so lawn cast. It's a great day to plant those fall flowers. Any fall harvesting that you want to do coming up in the Weather Authority weekend show that I air at 10:30 on our Plus channel and online. I actually talk with someone about the harvesting and what the wind and the rains can do for your crops. So that's a great day to learn more about that, but it's a great day to also maybe do a little planting too. So coming up in full weather in about 15 minutes, we'll talk more about what you can expect today and going into next week with a cool down on the way. All right, let's take a look at our other beach cam. This is the St. Augustine beach cam from the Guy Harvey Resort, and another beautiful sunrise on the way here, officially at 6:48, which is just about now. Beaches, of course, always see the sun just a little bit before the official time at the International Airport, but it's a pretty morning and it's warm too. Another warm morning, and it's humid and you'll feel it when you step outside. So hopefully that will start to move out of our area by the end of this upcoming week. All right, 70 officially at the International Airport right now, although feeling like 64, which is kind of nice. All right, I wanted to show you this big map picture, right? There aren't any airport delays right now, and this is the tropical storm Rafael, which is in the Gulf, just bringing some moisture and rainy conditions into the Gulf of Mexico. But it's this area here that we're going to talk about, and this is that snow. Have you heard about the snow in the Four Corners? It's been really crazy, and it's been giving a lot of more rain, early snowstorms in Colorado. We're going to talk about that in the 7 o'clock hour coming up. Right now, temperatures are in the upper 60s, low 70s across most of our area, but we also have some low fog, especially inland and in Southeast Georgia. So just keep that in mind when you're heading out if you encounter that low fog. So here's a look at our cloud and radar forecast. So this is the area that I was just talking about where this snow is, this low pressure system dumping snow in especially the southern part of Colorado. Well, it's going to move across, and it's bringing along with this some more moisture, plus the moisture coming in from the Gulf of Mexico. Lots of rain throughout Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi. But as we narrow into us, the rainy conditions will just be a little spotty throughout the day. And that's what I wanted to show you here. I wanted to go into our area just a little bit more with that graphic. It doesn't want to work for me. Okay, so we'll see 20 to 30% chance of rain gradually throughout the day. Again, it's going to be very scattered, but we'll have mostly cloudy conditions, which will keep our temperatures in that low 80 range. We've been in that mid 80 range, which is about 10 degrees warmer than we should be for this time of year, dropping into the low 80s, high 70s by 3 o'clock this afternoon. So some folks will see some rain, some won't. So here are your high temperatures for the day. We're looking at low 80s for just about everyone inland. Beaches will be a little bit cooler, right around 77 to 80. Sunrise happening now, but the sunset, this is the number we don't like to see, that 5:33. All right, then temperatures dropping down into the 70s overnight with mostly cloudy skies. And then, well, like I said a little while ago, a cool down, if you will, is on the way. Friday, that 75-degree high, that's where we should be for the month of November. We haven't seen a day below 80 officially since the beginning of the month. So it's going to be nice to finally get back to normal for our fall-like temperatures coming up later next week.
News 4 Jax, coverage that won't waste your time.
It's my favorite time of the morning. It's time for Four's Pet Project, sponsored by Harold & Harold. And joining us this morning is my buddy Allison Abbott with Friends of Jacksonville Animals. And today we have Pringle, who has super energy.
She bonds very, very, very quickly. I just met her yesterday, and she is glued to me. I want her to turn around so you see how beautiful she is.
She's so cute. She has the best little smile.
She does. She's 2 years old, and like I was just telling you, she's small but mighty. She's 2 years old, 26 pounds, very, very housebroken. She showed me that. And she loves to run in the yard. We had fun playing yesterday. And then when she's not running, she just wants to sit in your lap and be close.
I love that.
Yeah, I just had so much fun with her this morning. And she just had fun exploring. She loved riding in the car. And she just came back from a little sleepover. So just go check her out. And again, for people who are looking for an adult dog,
there she goes.
And you have a size limit, say a condo apartment, perfect, 26 pounds.
Yeah, and she's not going to get any bigger.
Nope,
So
she's full grown. And again, just the sweetest, most loving dog you could meet.
I think she'd be so much fun to take on a walk. Well, to adopt today's pet, stop by Animal Care and Protective Services at 2020 Forest Street. They're open from noon to 7 Tuesdays through Fridays and from 10 to 6 Saturday and Sunday. Pringle, have a great day.
She will when she goes home.
All right, Allison, thanks so much.
Thank you.
We'll be right back. A lovely day to just watch them, because who doesn't love to watch some pro surfers, right? Especially the women. They're insanely talented too. All right, radar looking like this. We do have some rain coming on shore through the Ponte Vedra area. We had a bunch of rain kind of sweep through the south side of town and in through the downtown area. Now just right over the river south of I-10 and then moving out on the west side. It seems to be a straight line all the way from east to west this morning, and then hopefully we'll end up having a nice day. Here's another nice shot of Jacksonville Beach, a little wider. They're also having a volleyball tournament and some flag football, and it's just going to be a pretty nice day to hang out on the beach. You definitely don't want to get in the water. It is hazardous with a high rip current risk through tomorrow evening. Looking at the airport, we're starting to see some blue skies back. It rained through here and then it passed through. So again, we're going to have some hit or miss sunshine today. St. Augustine Beach looks good through the marina area here. No problems, and it's 78 degrees already. Now that should be our highs for the day, and that's right now where our low is at 9 o'clock in the morning. All right, you want to go to the fair? Sure you do. The gates open at noon, and it's going to be 81 degrees, but bring your poncho. Again, we're going to have those hit or miss showers throughout the morning and then mostly cloudy throughout the afternoon. So just keep in mind that exhibit halls are a great place to go hang out if it does start to rain, because it's fun in there too. Coming up at 10:30, I'm going to talk about on the Weather Authority weekend show. It's on our Plus channel and online. I'm going to talk about what's happening in one of the exhibit halls. There's a STEM challenge, and there's also a bunch of information about harvesting and plants. You're not going to want to miss that. How does the weather work in that? I'll tell you at 10:30 on our Plus channels. Coming up in just a little bit, we'll talk tropics too.
Thank you so much.
Downtown right now, and from our 501 Riverside camera, it's wet. So you can almost see the rain cloud that moved through, and in the distance, there's some light rain. So what's happening through this area is the Tri-Bridge 5K and 10K, and there are folks like walking through here. Now this is the Acosta Bridge right up here. So through Riverside, folks are walking through here, and there's police that are blocking the roads, but it's also been hit or miss rain. Like one point we came through here and it was sunny. So this cloud right here just dumped a whole bunch of rain and then left the camera shot. So yeah, there's some hit or miss rain across the entire area, and then there's some sunshine too. So looking at the radar, we can see right now more rain coming on shore right here along JTB, Jacksonville Beach, moving across the Intracoastal Waterway through San Pablo, and then that rain that I was just showing is now going to start to move across the river. So keep in mind, keep the poncho handy, keep the umbrella handy, just in case you encounter these areas of rain today. Right now looking great through southeast Georgia, and most of our southern counties look fine, as well as our areas out towards I-10. So it really is going to be one of those days of scattered rain showers across the area. But we do have windy conditions too. This is the Morningstar Marina camera at Mayport. Temperatures moving though up into those low 80s out at the beaches. That's where they'll top off. Low 80s across most of our area, while we stay in the 70s. Now this should be our high temperature for the day, and these are our low temperatures. This whole week we've had record-breaking lows and tying record highs throughout the week. Southeast Georgia folks, you'll still be in that little bit of a warmer area of low 80s across the area, and then then along the beaches, also low 80s inland. Officially, we're looking at 81 at the airport. And then areas to our west, well, that's where we'll see those mid to low 80s across most of our area. Again, 10 degrees above where we should be for this time of year. All right, cloudy conditions will stick around throughout the day, which will inhibit the heat rise and inhibit a little bit of the heat up throughout the day. But we'll see spotty showers throughout the afternoon. That's at 3:45. And then moving into the evening hours. This should not ruin your evening plans. If you're planning on going to the fair tonight, should be a really nice night for the fair as well. But then tomorrow, as we move through the morning, we'll have a little bit more opportunity for rain chances in the morning, and then maybe around the time of the football game. This is Tropical Storm Rafael. Not a problem for any landmass, and it's about to fall apart as it moves south through the Gulf of Mexico. And then this formation is only about a 10% chance of anything happening. It's mostly just a rain system for the Virgin Islands right now. All right, hourly forecast throughout the day. Rain chances continue throughout the day. They're going to be between 20 and 40% depending on where you are. Temperatures topping out in the low 80s. All right, so here is your 7-day forecast as we see temperatures in the 80s for the next few days and then dropping into the upper 70s by midweek. It's 9:21. We'll be right back. Stick around. Running in their races this morning. They're watching surfing out at the beach. We're just watching the cameras across the area because we're inside a building without windows. But otherwise, it's pretty nice right here and now from our across the St. Johns River into downtown. We did see some rainy conditions move through here, but now there's plenty of sunshine. And this is going to be the story of the day. We're going to have hit or miss sunshine. We're going to have hit or miss scattered rain throughout the area and windy conditions, especially out at our area beaches. But look at our temperatures. The temperatures that we're seeing right now, this should be the high for where we are in November right now. And these are our morning lows that are starting to rise towards the 80s. We're not going to warm up much more than this today, just because we're going to have a blanket of clouds that kind of come in. But look at how beautiful it is right now through our Mayport camera at the Morningstar Marina, St. Augustine camera from the White Room camera, and even the Jacksonville Airport is looking great this morning. So is it a good day to plant fall flowers? Absolutely. Your soil should be nice and ready for some fall flowers, some harvesting. It's a good time for beets and broccoli and onions. How do I know that? Because I went to the fair and I learned a whole bunch yesterday. All right, 40% chance of rain. Some folks have already seen it. All right, for your Jags game tomorrow, chance of showers, temperatures between 79 and 80. And your Veterans Day parade preparation as you make your way through your weekend. The parade will begin at 11:01. Should be a very nice day for a parade on Monday. I'll have much more for you. Look at the tropics in about 15 minutes. St. Augustine, the Guy Harvey Resort camera. It's a little wet, so yeah, we have had some showers through here too, but it's really not keeping the people away because look, they're still coming out to the beaches. There's cars on the beaches this morning. There's folks walking around on the beach. It's actually going to be a nice day if you don't mind an occasional shower or two. And that's what we're watching here is some of these occasional showers moving in offshore, and then they're kind of moving through the area right along JTB here through the UNF area where there's a walk happening there. There's a walk happening downtown. We have a lot of outdoor stuff happening this morning, and we're going to have the fair that starts at noon. So we're going to have this hit or miss rain throughout the day, but as the big picture shows, it's a dry up in southeast Georgia, a little bit drier down in our southern counties. So just keep the umbrella handy today because these big fat clouds are going to kind of stick around. It's going to keep our temperatures a little bit below where we've been for the past few days. We've been in the mid 80s, which is 10 degrees above where we should be for this time of year anyway, and 74 degrees right now at the Julington Creek Marina. NAS Jax is reading 74. That should be our high. So we are above average, both our lows in the morning and our highs in the afternoon. So temperatures right now are a little on the warmer side. We should be at like the mid 50s. That should be our low for right now for this time of year, and we're just not seeing it yet. All right, Futurecast shows this at 12:45, still seeing some light shower activity moving onshore. There is a frontal system that's helping continue this band of showers, if you will, coming in offshore, dropping some downpours at times. So like I said, that poncho and that umbrella will be really handy for you throughout the day. Just keep it in arm's length. And then tomorrow morning at 4:15, if you're out and about, you'll encounter some little rain showers too. And then by 7:15, a little more activity. And then moving through this band right here, this line is in conjunction with a frontal system that's really going to move out of the way by Monday, clearing us out and bringing a nice start to the week And then we're even going to cool down by the end of the week. So let's talk tropics real quick. This is Rafael. We've been watching Rafael all week. It was a Category 3 hurricane at one point way out here earlier in the week, but now going to not be a threat to land at all. And that's the great news about hurricane season coming to an end at the end of this month. Now, Tropical Weather Outlook has this formation change coming about 10% over the next few days, really a rainmaker for the areas of the Virgin Islands. Now, the hourly forecast, mostly cloudy skies, breezy conditions, hit or miss rain throughout the day. Temperatures moving into that 80-degree range. That's pretty much what our story of the day is, with high temperatures around 81 officially at the airport. Well, Weather Authority weekend show is what I bring to you every Saturday at 10:30 on our Plus channel, which is on your app, your Roku apps, or online starting at 10:30. I went to the fair yesterday and I had some amazing conversations. So we're going to talk about what happens at the fair, more than just the rides and the food. And I'm going to have a full weekend forecast for you as well. But here's a look at the next 7 days. If you don't have a chance to tune in at 10:30, we start to normalize by the end of the week. Look at Friday. Looks great.